Hello, and thank you for joining me for data analysis for decision making, library databases, and datasets. In today's presentation, we'll be focusing on 4 different resources. The first resource that we're going to focus on is ProQuest Social Science Premium Collection. The second resource is Google Scholar. The third resource is Statista for datasets. And last but not least will be Quick Search, where we can search for physical publications as well as electronic publications. The first thing we would need to do is focus on our topic. Let's say, for an example, our topic is nonprofit government relations. And now what we would need to do is develop a search strategy using Boolean operators. Boolean operators consist of and, or not. In this example, we're going to keep it pretty straightforward. So for an example, you can see here, I broke down our topic based on keywords. So the first keyword, it says nonprofit, and I put an asterisk sign at the root of the word. So we can pick up nonprofit or nonprofits. I put the letter and between in order to make the connection between nonprofit and government. And then I put another Boolean operator and in relations to make this connect when we are searching in multiple different databases. So once again, identifying our topic and our research strategy. The first place that we're going to go to is libguides.rutgers.edu/pubadmin in order to locate the resources for our research. Now that we are in the research guide, we have the resources that pertain to our particular discipline and subject. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go to Find Articles. Next, we're going to stroll all the way down to Best Bets. Under Best Bets, we're going to click on ProQuest Social Science Premium Collection. We're going to connect to database. Now that we are in Social Science Premium Collection, what we're going to do is we are going to copy and paste our search strategy into the search box and press search. From here, we can see that we have a total of over 41,000 results. What we can do is we can refine this even more. So let's say, for an example, we saw many articles in our search results pertaining to China and not the United States. And our research primarily focuses on the US. What we can do is add additional keywords, put and United States, not China. So in this search strategy, we are going to add the United States and eliminate any publications that have China. And now we have 23,000 results, which is much more manageable. What we can do is narrow down the scope of our search based on the years. So we're going to scroll down to the publication date and go to enter a date range. From here, we're going to choose 2019 and 2023. These were already preset by me, but if you wanted to learn how to preset them, you can click on the calendar, click on the year, and choose the year of your preference. You can see things are preset for me because I chose it based on those preferences, and all I would need to do is click on update. Now we can see that we have a total of 5,772 results, which make things a lot more manageable for us. If we wanted to narrow it down just strictly based off of peer-reviewed literature, we can certainly do so by clicking on the peer review tab right here. And now we have 2,461 results, which is fantastic because this makes it much more manageable. Now we have identified our keywords. We are very concise in our search strategy, and now you can do more digging in terms of looking at the literature that's in there. So really great things that are here. The way we can get this information is we can click on full text PDF. So we'll click on that. And it is going to give us the publication that we want. We can download this by clicking on the arrow here. If you want the citation, you can certainly get the citation by clicking on the cite icon located on the right-hand side. And now it gives us a citation. Usually, APA now is in the 7th edition, so you can just click here and update this information. Now you have the most up-to-date APA citation, or if you use any citation management, you can just click on one of these that you choose. In today's presentation, we're actually going to focus on RefWorks. So just keep this in mind. If you want to learn more about citation management, we will speak about this towards the end of the presentation. And this is a way that you can refine your search results based on effective search strategies and keywords. You want to make sure that you're refining your years based on the scope of your research. And if you wanted to target strictly peer-reviewed literature, you can certainly do so right here. And this was a snapshot of Social Science Premium Collection. The next resource that we're going to look at is Google Scholar. So we're going to stick to the same research guide, and we're going to stroll under. So the first database that we looked at was under Best Bets. If we stroll down at the same research guide, we can find Google Scholar under A Little of Everything. And we're going to click on Google Scholar and connect to database. Google Scholar really encompasses all different disciplines, not just the social sciences, but it encompasses business, mathematics, physics, and etc. It's one of the go-to resources for many different researchers. So in this case, what we're going to do is apply the search strategy that we had for the first search for this second search. So let's just copy and paste it, and let's keep it as it was with the initial database. So we're going to add, once again, and United States, and put not China to remove any unwanted literature in our search. As you can see here, we have a list of different publications. And one of the good things about Google Scholar is it connects directly to our catalog. So you can see that it says get it at R, right? Get it at R right here. Sometimes the information is free based on certain open access resources. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to since 2019. And now we have a total of 17,000 results, which is a lot. But I think in this case, it's okay because we can look at the first page or the second page of resources, and we can see here that there's a lot of information. What's really interesting is I said not China, but the information still comes up. It's okay. I think we would have to really evaluate our search strategy because I'm seeing more and more of this information coming in. In this case, if you deal with this, let's just remove not China and just put the United States to make sure that the information is there. Okay, so we can see a lot of great information here based on the literature. We narrowed it down based on 2019. And you can see it pulls from different resources. So whether it's a ResearchGate, whether it's the government websites, and etc., we can get a lot of great information in Google Scholar. So there's a couple different ways that we can download this information. So we can just download it based on the resource and the link that it provides us. And now we have it. We can get the citations by clicking on Cite, located right below the title and the abstract. And choose APA, MLA, or whichever. Or if you do not see the PDF, you can see if we have it directly by clicking on Get It at R. And we can click on there. And it will redirect us to the University Library website. And it shows exactly where we can get the resource. Another search strategy that I want to show people in Google Scholar is citation chasing. And what citation chasing is, it's a technique that allows us to look at different citations based on the article of our preference. So let's say, for an example, this particular article that we want is a fantastic resource, and we want to find very similar research publications to this. All we would need to do is identify who's been citing this publication by clicking on this link and seeing whether these articles would be a benefit for us when we're doing research. So instead of looking through countless of search pages and etc., we can go directly to the search topic and look at the citations on how many times it's been cited. And you can go into that type of rabbit hole and look at the other resources and how many times it's been cited. It makes life a lot more easier when you're searching through these resources. So once again, the strategy is called citation chasing. The next process that we're going to look at is pulling articles into our citation manager. Citation managers consist of importing articles into a particular platform. It could be RefWorks, it could be EndNotes and Zotero, there's Mendeley. There is a wide variety of different resources out there that you can use. And this allows us to organize our content. And at the end of our assignment or research paper, we can just export the citations in our preference. So whether it's APA, MLA, or Harvard, it doesn't matter. As long as you have the content imported into RefWorks or another citation of your preference. For today's presentation, we're going to focus on RefWorks as our citation manager. For citation management, you can choose from a wide variety of different tools, which include EndNote, RefWorks, or Zotero. Feel free to choose the one that you want based on your preference. My recommendation is to choose RefWorks because this resource is pretty straightforward. It is very easy to use, and it is used across different disciplines. I will provide the link to the citation management page in today's presentation. What I'm going to do is go to Google Scholar and import the article of my preference by going to the cite icon. From here, we're going to choose the citation management of our preference, which is going to be RefWorks for today. So we're going to import it and choose the folder of our preference. And I believe I've created a SPA one, and I'm going to import this. And here we go. So we can see now that we have the citation of our preference right here. I've created a wide variety of different lists, as you can see. So I can just give you an example of how this works. So you can see that there's a total of 110 citations that I imported into this business research example folder. What I can do is I can import information here, and I can export the citation whenever I need it. So the best way to do that is I can display 500 references because we have over 110 references. We want to make sure that we're choosing all of them. Let's say our research is done and we are good to go. All we would need to do is export these citations and have it done in APA format, the 7th edition. All we would need to do is just select all on this page. From here, we're going to go to create bibliography. Create bibliography. It has the 7th edition. And as you can see, over 100 citations, 110 to be exact, in one shot. All you would need to do is copy to the clipboard, put it on a blank document or your research paper at the end of your research paper, and now you have everything done on alphabetical order, its indentations, and etc. Keep in mind that these citation managers are not perfect, so my recommendation is once you're done researching and once you're done exporting the references and etc., please contact the writing specialist to make sure that everything looks great before you submit your research publication. Now that we looked at two different databases, we developed an effective search strategy, and we imported and exported information from one database to a citation manager called RefWorks. What we're going to do is we're going to look at different data sets and statistics to really mix in the quantitative and qualitative aspects that a research paper encompasses. What we're going to do is we're going to go to the Statistics tab right here, and we're going to click on Statista. As you can see that there's a list of different data platforms that you can pull this type of information, but we're going to choose Statista as our example. And we're going to repeat the process and click on Connect to Database. Log in with your NetID and passcode. Statista is a database which has a wide variety of different data sets pertaining to different subjects and disciplines. In our example, what we're going to do is look for nonprofit data sets. So I'm going to type in non, and as you can see, it pops up. This is exactly what I wanted. Nonprofit organization data sets. And we're going to click on the search box. As you can see, it's providing us a lot of great information. So it provides us data sets, it provides us visualizations, as well as reports as well. So let's choose our first search result called Nonprofit Organizations in the US, Statistics and Facts. And as you can see here, it just has a wide variety of different data sets and tables. So if we wanted to look at the number of public charities by subsector in the US by 2021, we can take a look at that. So let's take a look at this type of information. And now we have this information we could expand to see what the data sets look like. One of the benefits of Statista is that it gives us the data where it came from, so the source, where it was published by, the source link, and when it was created. Most importantly, it provides us the citation if needed. So if we needed this for APA, we can copy, paste it, and put it in our list of references. Unfortunately, this does not connect to RefWorks, so you would have to manually do it. And there's a bunch of different ways that we can download this, one being PowerPoint, another one could be a photo, Excel, and a PDF. So I want to show you these data sets and how it looks like. So I'll just click on the XLS. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you. And as you can see, it gives us the data sets. So once again, it gives us the data sets very clean. You may not get them as clean in other data platforms as you do here. I think Statista does a fantastic job not only extracting the data from different reports and etc., but it makes it much more organized and simple for people who are not familiar with using these data sets. So it keeps it clean, it keeps it structured, and this is a very good resource to pull data sets from. Now that we explored two different databases for literature searches and we explored Statista for data sets, what we're going to do now is we're going to look at what type of physical publications and ebooks are available in our catalog. What we're going to do in this case is we're going to stroll back up in our research guide, go to Finding Books. From here, what we're going to do is apply the same search strategy that we had in our prior searches. And once again, we can put United States. Our original search was without United States. We've added that, and we're going to press enter. So quick search searches through our entire catalog. So whether it's for articles, chapters, physical publications, and ebooks as well. So what we want to do in this case is narrow it down based on the publications that we have, the physical books and ebooks. So under resource type, we're going to click on that. And you can see book chapters, 240. But let's see what we have under the books section. So we're going to click on books. And as you can see here, we have some pretty good content based on it. We can see that this is an ebook. So if we click on this, It's going to provide us with each and every chapter. Mind you, it may not let you download the entire book, so you may have to download it chapter by chapter. Just keep in mind. And how the chapters look is we can just click on download PDF. Now we have the chapter of our ebook. One of the benefits of using ebooks is that it allows us to go into it whenever we want. We can download the chapters, and most importantly, many people have access to it. So if you needed remote access, you can just log directly in and get access to this resource. We have the citation for this book. If we click on Citebook, go to APA, and now we have it. And if we wanted to export our ebook into the citation manager of our preference, we can certainly do so by clicking on RefWorks. Many of the recent publications that have been added to our catalog are ebooks. Since the pandemic happened, we wanted to make sure that everybody had direct access to it. And this was one of the ways that we can solve that particular problem and have the publications accessible for everybody. I hope that this provided some foundational understanding on how to conduct a literature search, as well as identifying data sets through Statista. Most importantly, I hope that you use the citation managers to help you streamline your work effectively. If you have any questions whatsoever or need further research assistance, please contact me at jonathan.torres@rutgers.edu. If you would like to network with me, I'm on LinkedIn at Jonathan Torres, and I am on Twitter at JonathanMLIS. Thank you, and have a great day.